Welcome to the Den. My name is Eric, and I am going to be your Saturday host here. So, this is my intro video, and it's my opportunity to tell you all a little bit about who I am. So, let me go down through some basic facts about me. I'm 37. I am a public librarian. I've worked at the public library for about 7 years now, and it is an awesome place to work. Before I worked at the public library, I worked for the federal government in the government printing office. I was a cataloger there, so still a library-related job, but a little bit different. And before that, I worked in libraries in Seattle, and then I worked in libraries in Cincinnati before that. And I also worked for a brief period of time at Chiquita Banana. So I live in Washington, D.C., but I didn't grow up in Washington, D.C. I grew up in southern Ohio in a little town outside of Cincinnati, and I lived there for most of my life. I moved to Cincinnati when I went to college, and I lived in the city for like 6 years, and then after that I moved to Seattle, where I went to graduate school. And after graduate school ended, I was kind of broke and homeless and crashing on a friend's couch for like about 4 months. And then I finally got a job out here in Washington, D.C., and I've lived here for about 11 to 12 years now. So I have two tattoos. I have a wristband. My wristband is a Celtic knot of two intertwined snakes. You can kind of see the snake heads there going up my arm. And I have a back piece. I have a frog and a raccoon and an Aztec feather at the top. That's my totem pole. So I'm also a contemporary pagan. My spiritual background is really eclectic. I've studied a lot of religious stuff, and personally, I feel a deep affinity to the Roman pantheon, and I'm also weirdly drawn to ceremonial magic and occult studies, and so I read a lot of things like Aleister Crowley and the Golden Dawn, and some stuff that creeps some people out, but I think it's pretty cool, man. I'm an avid book hound. I am completely obsessed with books. I work at the public library. I have massive amounts of bookcases in my house. In my spare time, I volunteer at the Pagan Library here in Washington, D.C. And so basically, books make up about 90% of my day. Oh, and in my spare time, I actually go book shopping and do circuits of the different bookstores in Washington, D.C. So I love to travel. I have been to a number of countries around the world. I spent a month doing a tour of Asia a couple of years ago. I've been to England a couple of times. I've been to the Caribbean. We went to Paris last year, and we went to Le Bear's Den in Paris, which is just up the street from Notre Dame. So I hang out with a lot of the people here in the bear community in Washington, D.C., and if you've never been to Washington, D.C., the bear scene here is enormously huge. We have a ton of people, and we have multiple bear events that happen weekly. We have Bear Happy Hour on Friday nights. We have the Bears at the Rock and Roll Hotel. We have Barracuda, which comes every once in a while. Blow Off just ended for some reason. There still is the Hot Sauce Dance Party, which is also pretty awesome. There's just a ton of things constantly going on. We have a number of different bear clubs, and it's just a really great scene. So if you ever come out here, you should totally just come on a Friday night and go to happy hour with me, and we'll drink pitchers of beer together. And when I say pitchers of beer, I mean a pitcher a piece. Because they sell them like in $7 pitchers like this, and you just drink it by itself. I am an arts and craftsy person. I love to make stuff. I have a problem, however, with finishing stuff. But one of the few projects that I am very glad that I finished is this beautiful Afghan that you see me lounging about right here. It's actually a triple rainbow flag in the style of the original Pride flag. It's got the hot pink sex stripe right in the middle. I like making costumes. This is from one of my little Renaissance get-ups. I'm also married. I've been with my partner for 11-ish years off and on, but we got officially legally married in DC about 3 years ago. And even though we're married, we are also still committed to being in an open polyamorous relationship. And if we wind up with other people, that's a cool thing with us because we're kind of down like that. So to tell you a little bit about my husband, he is a computer programmer and an amateur rugby coach. And since I am your Saturday video guy, we have to say it. Saturday's Rugby Day! The Washington Scandals is the gay rugby club of Washington, D.C., and my husband started it, I helped name it, and we had some awesome people make these sexy-ass fucking jerseys. Look at this. It's purple. Oh, and the best part, we got flames. Flames up the side. Flames. Little crown on fire right here. Ah, look, it's so fucking sexy. Look at the flames! Look at that! So one of the trips that I'm really super excited about is we're going to go to Sydney, Australia for the Bingham Cup, which is the International Gay Rugby Tournament. And I am just stoked because the last time that we went to the Bingham Cup was in Manchester, England. And Aaron, I'm sorry, I didn't know you then because we would have totally hung out because it was fucking awesome in Manchester. It was amazing. It's an amazing tournament. And so I cannot wait to go to Australia, and hopefully, Spencer, you can get the weekend and come and visit us in Sydney, or maybe we could go to Perth and do a thing. I don't know, but we're going to go to Australia this fall, and you all are going to see it. So I hope you liked my video. If you did, please click the like button down in the YouTube liking things with the thumbs and the thing. And if you wanted to ask me some questions or comments, please put questions and comments in the comment boxes here on YouTube. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you have. And if you want to see more of this stuff, subscribe to our channel, dude. That's what we're here for. So we're also on Facebook. You can find us at Men of the Den on Facebook, here on YouTube, obviously. So hope to see you next Saturday. And as for all of this milk in a bag or milk in a jug kind of business, I don't really care because I drink almond milk.